Alright, get started.
Hello, how y'all doing this afternoon? This is the garden lady. Come to y'all this afternoon to show y'all how to pickle those peaches that I've been talking about. Everybody want to know about the pickled peaches. So this evening we're gonna can a couple of jars of those just to let y'all see, you know, what the process is. And like I say, I want to tell y'all, hey, and I hope all y'all out there been waiting on this so y'all can come back here in my kitchen to see me. So we're going to get this started. We're going to start by, I'm going to tell you the recipe, that of all the recipes that I've seen and used, this one here it's called Nana, like your grandmama, Nana's Southern Pickled Peaches. Take a picture of it. I'm talking to my grandson. He's going to take a picture of it so you can see it. Now go back out there so you can get it. Okay, that's Nana's Southern Pickled Peaches recipe. And I'm going to go through the ingredients first and then we'll get started. Okay, first, also I took and I critiqued it and I sized it down. But I'm going to read it like it says, so in case you make the batch according to how it says. Now you can always size it down or size it up according to your needs. Okay, it says that you need 4 cups of sugar. And this is my sugar. You can use any brand of sugar. That just happened to Dixie Crystal was on sale, so I got this Dixie Crystal. It says to use 2 cups of white vinegar. You see that? Mm-hmm. It also, go back a little bit, Brandon. It says you need some cinnamon sticks. So I got the big one because I know I'm going to need them for later. I just didn't buy a few. So you got this full cinnamon sticks. I bought these from Walmart. And then it says you want the whole cloves. And I got this from my grocery store down here. Those are the things that you want. Okay, we're going to go over here and we're going to go step by step through what they say to do. First of all, I started off by sterilizing my jars and lids. I got 2 quart jars and the lids in there. They're boiling, they're sterilizing. This right here is that the vinegar mixture and the sugar mixture. And I'm going to tell you about that a little later, about doing that. So I'm going to go down making sure that I don't miss anything. Okay, here we go. You're to combine, like I said, the sugar. I did the 2 cups, but it says the 4 cups of sugar, the 2 cups of vinegar, and you do a cup of water in a saucepan and put it on the stove. You got that on the stove. After you do that, you're to boil that, to dissolve that sugar for 5 minutes. I have already, they said to use 4 pounds of peaches, but I did 2 pounds of peaches, and because they big, they're really large ones. So I would recommend that you try to find a smaller peach. When you find your peach, be able to not press your finger down into it, but don't let it be so firm that you know how they crunch when you bite them. Let it be, kind of some softness to it. So I already did that. I already blanched the peaches. I blanched the peaches in a pot of water like this. They said to blanch them first. I blanched them, and when I blanched them, that made, like a tomato, it made the peel off of them. So that's how I did that. And after that has cooked for 5 minutes, they said you take the peach, and they recommend that I'm going to take some cloves out. They recommend that I already washed my hands, that you press 2 cloves down into every one of these peach. I've already done some of them, but I always put 3 in mine because I like the taste of cloves. Okay, here we go. We're going to do that. Like I said, the ones on the bottom, I've already done those. So here we're going to do that. We got 2 more over here. And then I get these done. I'm going to take them over there to that boiling syrup vinegar mixture, and we're going to put those in there. And they're supposed to boil in this boiling mixture for 20 minutes. What it's doing is it's actually cooking. It's cooking that peach. My jars have sterilized enough. You sterilize them for 5 to 10 minutes, so they done did what they need to do. So we're gonna go ahead and turn those off. And like I told y'all last time, this is a new stove for me, so I gotta get used to it. It's not even a week old, so I gotta get used to this thing. It's all pretty and all that, but I miss my old baby. So we're putting those peaches down in there. They don't have to be covered. They just have to be down in there. Take me, don't take me. You gotta take that. Stand back from me and take me. I got a new cameraman. The other one's asleep. So I got 2 grandbabies up here. We're gonna put those in there, and we're just gonna sort of roll them around. And what this mixture does is give it that vinegary, tart, sweet-like taste. And y'all can see the cloves sticking up out of the peach. And like I said, I recommend that you do a smaller peach. But this was the only kind that they had at the store. So I just said I'm going to go ahead and get what they got. And so I got these. And they want you to cook them the full 20 minutes because it takes that long for that tartness and the sugar and all that to saturate the peach. And even after you put it in the jar, you're going to pour some of this mixture in. And after it sits on there, and sits on that jar for a while, it's going to be really, it really settles in there from just sitting in there. So every so often, I recommend that you come over here and you sort of turn that over and around. So we got that going. I look at my clock. I started it at 8:07, so in 20 minutes, we're going to take that off. So at 8:27, we're going to take them off, and we're going to start with the jars. Now, let me put the top back on my clothes before I waste that. And you know what we said about the sterilization of the jars. So anybody who don't know, you sterilize those jars and those lids in a rolling ball of water from 5 to 10 minutes. You do that to sterilize them. So if there's any bacteria on there, you won't seal that bacteria inside there with your fruit or your vegetable once you put it inside that jar. So it kills all of that. And also, like I did the vegetable, we use water, but we're going to use this here vinegar sugar mixture to fill these pickled peach jars. And when I told y'all about that seed, y'all know I told y'all about that seed. Well, I like it. That seed, these here got the seed in them. Now I saw some, like I said, online, they just slice the peach like to do a clean peach, and it don't have that seed in it, but they still call it a pickled peach. But I recommend that if you can get the kind with the seed in it, and like I said, get some about that size, about the size of a by this size, I say. So you can, it would be better if you could get that's about the size of what, like a 50 cents or a $half, about a half, so you can actually suck on it. You can't put this right here in your mouth. You're going to have to bite on this right here because it's so big, but it's still going to be just as good as that little one. So that's what we're doing right there. And like I said, I'm going to keep it turned, maybe cook a little bit on that side and roll it on the other side. Just keep it rolling it and rolling and rolling it. So that's what we're doing. And now I'm going to go to my Facebook page so I can see if any of you all have some questions that y'all want to ask me. So if y'all got some questions, y'all can type them in here on there and ask the questions, or y'all can just wait until we finish and y'all can ask the question. Because y'all can ask the question. My grandson will tell me if you are asking some, or y'all can type them and I can see them here on my page. So let me give me a drink of water. Somebody say something. Are y'all there? Somebody say something so I know you're there. Is anybody saying anything on the brown? Let me see. I hope y'all can see me. Is it showing that I'm live, Ron? Why is it not on here? Is it supposed to be on here? Let's see. Let me ask them, can they see me? They're supposed to be saying something. Is it saying it's live on the phone? Somebody say something.
People saying, hey.
Well, hey, y'all. Y'all had to holler at a country girl. Like, hey, I can't see y'all. And I'm like, oh my God, can't nobody see me? Somebody saying, hey. Okay, I don't want to know y'all can see me. I won't be there talking to the air. Yeah, I feel, show me some love over here. So y'all don't have any questions?
They just saying they here.
Y'all here. Okay, good, y'all here. Well, I'm glad y'all here. Like I said, we're going to go back over here. Let me go this way, baby. Let me get a spoon. As long as I know y'all here. As long as I know my fellow gardeners are here, I'm all right. I'm all right. Okay. These right here, like I said, and the reason I'm turning them is so they can be fully saturated in this here vinegar, sugar. It got vinegar, sugar, and water in it. It has, I reduced the recipe because I wasn't going to make the full recipe. The full recipe calls for 4 cups of sugar. It calls for 2 cups of vinegar and 1 cup of water to make this syrup mixture. I reduced it to 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of vinegar, and a half a cup of water. So that's what I got here. So I'm just cooking it, and I got to cook it for 20 minutes. We're supposed to take it off at 12:27. My jars here, anybody came in late, they're here sauteing. And you do this here, the pickled peaches, in just a water bath. And the reason you can do this particular fruit in a water bath is because that acid from this vinegar. So that makes it acidy like tomatoes. So they can be cooked in a water bath. Any kind of pickle, not just necessarily just peaches, but like pickles, cucumbers, pickles, anything. Because of that vinegar content, they can be cooked in a water bath. So that's what we're doing here with that. Okay. Yeah, I've been thinking about y'all today. And somebody needs to say something. Y'all say something to me. The voices and all that keep me going.
They saying hey and they hear you.
Okay. Hey, you hear me. That's all y'all need to hear. Say it. So we're just standing here and I want to really thank you all. Make sure I thank each and every one of you who was able to contribute. Because I was saying that I needed a new pressure cooker. I went to Goodwill today to look for one. I just be like, Lord, put me one in here. But there wasn't one in here. But from Saturday, while we did that other video, the candy video, and this one, you all have given me enough to get me a nice pressure cooker. And I really want to thank you all. I want to thank the ones that gave. And I want to thank the ones who wanted to give and didn't have it to give. God gonna bless everybody that gave. So I just thank you. I want to show y'all what I found at Goodwill today. Come over here with me, Brian. Now I was telling you all that if you went to like like Craigslist down here, a market site where they sell used stuff, I was telling you all that they got jars, and when there wasn't a pressure cooker in there today, but when I went in there today, all these jars were in there at 55 cents each. They normally come like in a dozen of jars. A dozen of jars at this time, a quart jar will cost at least, I say, about $12 for a dozen. But with them being 55 cents, you can do the math like, if it's 55, 10 of them will cost $5.50, and then you just add 2 more. So really I got them for really got half price. And like I told y'all the other day, if you buy some used jars, and there's nothing wrong with used jars because you're going to sterilize these jars. That's what people did, and over and over and over. And on the site down here, Marketplace and Craigslist, everybody's looking for used jars. So you just take your finger and rub it around the rim of these jars to make sure that there's no chipped edges. Because if you got chipped edges, you're not going to get a tight, proper seal, and your food is not going to stay. It's going to spoil. So that's all you need to look for. So I had a good batch. So I think I ended up with, because I took 2 out, I ended up with 14, and that was a real good deal. So I didn't get the pressure cooker that I was looking for, but I got that. But because of you all, I got my pressure cooker. All I got to do is just order it and pick it up. I know a lot of them on backlog, but I'm going to keep looking. And another person last time asked me where I got those big, let me show you, these here big half-a-gallon jars over here. They come from Fleet's, F-L-E-E-T Farms. Fleet, F-L-E-E-T Farms. This is where these big ones come from. They're half-a-gallons, which is 64 ounces. So there are 2 of these in that. So that's what that is. So you can look on there. I don't know what the price is right now. I don't know if they still got some, but that's where they came from. And it didn't take long for them, even when the pandemic first started, it didn't take long for them to ship them here. They came on, and they came shipped. They wasn't nothing cracked, wasn't nothing matte, broke or nothing. They came like in a good condition. So we're going to go back over here. And this here, I want y'all to see, I went up to my cousin's house. My cousin Vicky called me and said that she had tomatoes up there, tomatoes. They got so many tomatoes up there. She don't can, they don't freeze, they don't do, they just letting them. Us gardeners can't stand it, but they just letting them tomatoes fall on the ground and just rot. We would find some way to do something with that. Now y'all know we would, because we can't see something that we done grown fall on the ground. So I went up there and I got a 5-gallon bucket. And look how nice these tomatoes are. They're firm, nice. I got a 5-gallon bucket and I got this here basket full. And like I said, and there's still so many up there, they're just falling on the ground. And then somebody asked me about buying produce from the store in Canada. And I told them that I didn't normally do that, but I went to a grocery store in my town today, and they had this corn. They had 5 ears for $2. So, and I had bought some. I bought some to cook on the grill, grill on the weekend, and it's real sweet. So I went back and I said I'm gonna get me some of that right there, and I'm gonna can some of that because all of my corn down there that I had, no, I didn't can up all of that, and that was real nice. So I got those right there. So this here is $6 worth of corn. It's 15 ears, and it's $6 worth of corn. So when I cut it off and everything, that's a lot of corn for $6. And these right here, these are not for, these are big boy peas. The pea itself is bigger, so I gotta shell those. And so over here, come on, in my pressure cooker, I'm blanching. Let them see that. I'm blanching. That's all the way to the top. I'm blanching those. I gotta pull the skin off those so I can put those in jars before I go to bed. So a lot of times I'm just sitting out here on this kitchen, on this sofa, and I take me a nap on the sofa and I have my computer. That's why I can talk to somebody. If y'all ever up 2 or 3 o'clock or anything, just try to hit me up. You're probably gonna get Miss Duma's talking back to you. I'm always up. Okay, man. Turn it a little more. And that right there is, like I said, it's going through it. And it also, if the peach is real crunchy, it's cooking that peach, making it soft so you can actually suck the flesh of that peach off that seed when you're sucking on it. So that's what it's actually doing. And back again, that recipe is Nana's Southern recipe for pickled peach. And I chose that one because out of all the ones, I think that one was the easiest to do, and that one I tried too, and I got the best results from that one. So I would recommend that you use that one.
Somebody said, does it matter if the peach is fully ripped or not?
Fully what?
Ripped.
Ripped, like R-I-P-P-E-D.
R-I-P-E. Right?
No, you don't want it to the rightness where it would be like a mushy like peach. You want it to the rightness where you can bite it and the juice will come out of it, but it still it holds its form. You want the peach to still be able to hold its form. You don't want it where it just squishy, where like running all down. You want it to be able soft but still hold its form. You want it that way. You don't want it too hard. Anybody else got anything to add? Some of y'all should have something to ask. I ain't heard from y'all in so long. I'm just playing with you, just me being me. But like I said, and I am just so thankful for all of y'all, each and every one of y'all. When y'all say, I remind y'all of grandma, or auntie, or sister, or brother, or whoever, that I touch y'all heart. I want to let y'all know that y'all touched me too. Y'all done made a change, a wonderful change in my life. Because I was to the point where I didn't have really nobody to have conversation with, or just me here and me talking to God all the time. And I told God, I said, I need to talk to somebody in the flesh. And then bam, the next week, through social media, he sent all of y'all. So, and he gave me the knowledge that I got so I can share it with y'all. So it's just a good time in my life, and I want to thank y'all for that. We just about getting there, y'all. We got about 6 more minutes, and then we're going to take them off. And I'm going to go ahead and start taking the jars off, putting them over there, to the side over there. Like I said, I got 2 quart jars in here. And, where am I? Since these here peaches right here, they're so large, I didn't put them in a regular mouth jar because they really won't fit. So I got 2 large mouth quart jars. And I got these, like I said, this wasn't my preference, but I got them because this was all they had and I wanted to do it. I just wanted to do this video. And remember I told y'all to be very careful because this water is boiling hot. Stand back, burn. Keep the kids back, the pets back, and be careful so you don't burn yourself. Take your time. Pour it out. Don't rush. You ain't got nowhere to go. We got a shower this afternoon, child. So my peas got some rain. And I was said thankful for that. I said, oh, I'm so thankful for that. And I got my dear friend Doris Carter up in Monticello. She got her pressure cooker from her mama, which belonged to, I think she said her great grandmama. And she got her pressure cooker, and she and her daughters are they're gonna can some spring beans or some type of beans on Friday. So she's in the mood to do that. And I saw somebody else today, I forgot her name, but she said that she went to some type of store similar to Goodwill, and she was able to find her a nice pressure cooker for a real reasonable price. So she was so happy about that, and I was so proud of her and her find. So everything is good today. Now see, the wide mouth jar got a wider rim and a wider lid. So I'm going to put those over there and lay that there. Here we go. And there. Put that over there. Now make sure y'all got some nice dish towels and either a big towel or some roll up while you're doing this, because there'll be like a lot of dripping and all that going on in the kitchen. We're gonna get that right there over there.
They say they're thankful for you taking time with your busy schedule and sharing this important information with them and stressing how to preserve different kinds of food.
Okay, you heard what you said, whoever said that. Y'all just don't know. Y'all really making my day by asking me this right here, because I'm getting to share this with so many people, and they seem to really truly want to know about this. I mean, I be talking to it to my kids or talking to it to somebody, and they just act like, oh, mama, that's some of your mess. That's some of your mess. And so, over the years, gradually, I just started to stop talking about it, and I just be in my own little world in my garden. Had no idea that it was this many of us gardeners out there who wanted to know all about it, and y'all got all that passion and that enthusiasm. I didn't know nobody else out there loved it like I did. So I'm just,
Somebody said, can you use a Instapot 6-quart pressure cooker? It's always on sale today for $29.99.
Can I use one? That's where they at. Where they at on the Amazon? Where are they? Whoever said that, tell me where they at if they on sale. Are they in my area? Do I need to order it off for Amazon? Just get back, talk back so that he'll tell me where you get those at. They say anything, Brian? Well, get back, because I know you're here. But whoever asked about saying how much they were reasonable and all that, get back with us. Because I definitely need one.
She said it's at Best Buy.
At Best Buy. Till I go on that side and I look at that. Now tell me what it is. It's a what?
It's a pressure cook.
It's a pressure cooker, but what size she said it is?
6-quart.
I'll look at that, because see, it's just me and my husband, and I got these 2 grandboys here, so that will be a good size for us. And thank you for sharing that information. We have to share information. Any good information we get, I don't care whether it's the garden part or it's by anything that you think any of us can use, just share it. We need to know. We need to stick together. We in this thing together. We need to know. And a lot of you all have said, I told y'all I was going to share my seeds with y'all. So as soon as those seeds dry out, they dry out near the fall of the year, I want all of you all. If y'all got a special seed up there where y'all stay, I want all of you all who want the part of the seed. I'm going to decide how many I can send you according to the response that I get. But I want you all to send me a self-addressed envelope. And if you got a seed up there come from that way, send me some of your seed. And I'm going to send you some of my zinnias. And I'm going to send you some of my Mexican sunflower with those bright orange seeds on it that bring those butterflies and bumblebees and hummingbirds to your garden to bring in that pollination. And the zinnias do the same thing. Those 2 flowers are bright and pretty too, but they bring those particular birds, and not the birds, they bring in the hummingbirds and the bumblebees and the butterflies to pollinate, and the bees also. So we're going to share that. Y'all just send me a step. When I tell y'all to do it, I get them ready, dried out. Y'all send me a self-addressed envelope. And like I said, because some lady said that she would send me some of her golden honeydew. So if y'all got a special seed, y'all, let's share it. Let's share what we got. So here we go. Now, it's time to take it off. We're going to go real slow. Stand back from the dog. Don't come up too close then. I'm going to put it over here on top of this here. Right there. I got, like I said, I had to get a big mouth jar because the peaches are, they're too large. Larger than what I want. They're not too large because they're never too large because they're juicy and good. But I had to get a bigger jar. A bigger jar so they would go down through the mouth of it. But this is the peach. And the jar, it says also, it says to put a stick of cinnamon down in each jar. So we're dropping the stick of cinnamon in that jar. I like for it to stand up because I like to see it. You don't have to have it stand up, but that is something I like to do. And the cloves are in there. And y'all see how pretty they are? So I really came out to 8 peaches. So we're going to put 4 in each jar. Now you're going to go like down through that little hole. And I don't want to really push it too much because of damage. I don't want to damage. I want it to be all the way good. And see, like I said, they said put 2 cloves. They said to push it down in the peach. But I like to have a little more cloves because I like the taste of spices. So I put 3 in mine. And I'm going to put 4 of these peaches in each one of these jars. Now, if I had smaller peaches, more peaches would go in each jar. It might not fill it all the way, but it'll fill up with that juice. And this juice is real, or the juices itself is real good. Like when you're eating, you can put like some of it over you, like you got some black-eyed peas or something, like you put not hot sauce, but pepper sauce and stuff over things. You can actually, if you like peaches and spicy taste, you can put it over different things like that. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do the other one. I'm not going to fill them until I get them both filled with peaches. You taking it, Brandon? Mm-hmm. There you go. Y'all see that? And see, it got a little red, peachy texture to it. And this one got a little foam on it, but that's going to go away when I pour the, oh, that's so good. I can hear that seed over in there. And that's what make these here things here so good, because they hold the whatever you're putting in there, your vegetables or your fruit, and they don't let it all run all over. And see how that one all open up and that seed is down over in there. Making my mouth run water. Oh, yes, 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 yes. We're going to put that in there. And like I said, they done cooked now. I could get, if I had it, but I don't have another one, but I could get another peach up to the top, but we're not going to worry about that. Because like I told you, when you do yours, get the 4 pounds of peaches. Go on the internet with that recipe, the 4 pounds of peaches, and then you're going to do the 4 cups of the sugar, you're going to do the 2 cups of vinegar and the 1 cup of water, and that's going to be your mixture. I brought it down, and like I said, because those peaches were so big, I thought 4 would be enough to fill the jar, because I actually took the jar with me to see how how much it filled the jar. I didn't take in consideration that it was, once it cooked, that it was gonna shrink. So we're gonna continue. Now, look, let them take this, Brandon. See how pretty and red it done, peachy look, it done turned from the peach. We're going to do a full one because that one right there, I don't have enough syrup to do that one. So we're going to do one. And what I'm going to do, since we going to do one good jar for us, we're going to do a real good jar. We're going to pack it good with these peaches. We're going to take these peaches over here and make a real full jar so it'll be a pretty jar. And what I'm going to do with this jar right here, I'm going to raffle this jar off Saturday afternoon. I'm gonna wrap it off, and I'll wrap it off, and all of you all who have donated to me to give me my pressure cooker, I already got y'all names on my Cash App or PayPal. I'm gonna make a 2 jars of peaches. I'm gonna go get some peaches tomorrow, and I'll make another jar so I have 2 jars, and I'm gonna put all y'all names in a pot and let my grandson pull the name out, and I'm gonna tell whoever it is on my site the 2 people that won the jar of peaches. But I'm going to fill another jar tomorrow, just like this one. Fill it up. And I'm going to ship, put it in bubble wrap, and I'm going to ship the person that win, the 2 people that win, I'm going to ship you a peach because I really appreciate y'all helping donate to get me a new pressure cooker, because like I said, I had that pressure cooker since the 70s, and it actually came from Goodwill then. So we're going to go with that. There's a product. We always wipe the top of the jar, and that right there makes sure that it seals. And I'm sorry I didn't, I was always going to do 2 jars because I was going to give back. I always give back. I always share. But you all can see, wherever you are, you all can see just how beautiful this is. Now, I got this here jar, and it's that beautiful. And like I said, I'm going to take this jar, I'm going to put the top on it, and I'm going to set it inside the refrigerator. And at 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to be inside that store getting 3, that's 2. I'm going to get 3 more. 3 more, I'm going to make sure I got enough. I'm going to get 4 more peaches. And I'm going to do the second jar. Because this right here, because of the sugar content and all that, I'm going to let it sit over here, and when it cool, I'm going to set it just like this in the refrigerator. And early in the morning when that store open, I'm going to finish this up. But right now, what I'm ready to do, I'm going to put this here jar that is finished, I need to put it over there in that water. And once it cooks in this here water bath, this is a water bath. And this here particular, you can just lay that on the side right there. It really don't matter. You lay it on the side, and we're going to cook that right there for 10 minutes. So that's what we're doing with that. I'm going to pull this up right here so it can have both flames, because like I said, this is a new stove. Some things that are pretty ain't like the good things. I got rid of my old stove that I had for gas stoves last so long. I had it for about 20 years. Brought this little new shiny, oh my goodness, it's got this and bells and whistles, and it ain't half like cooking like my other stove. So that's what you get when you try to get rid of your old stuff sometime and get something pretty. So we're gonna, got 10 more minutes to go, and then we're gonna take that off, and it will be sealed.
It says a great presentation.
I thank y'all. I thank y'all. And I hope all y'all up there who done donated to me, whatever, I hope y'all mouth is just watering, waiting on this, what y'all gonna get. And I just like I thank you, because I'm so happy, because I'm gonna get my pressure cooker. I'm gonna have another one. But then it might be like this here stove thing, the fact that it might be brand new and shiny, but it may not work as good as my old one that I done had.
Somebody said, can you please explain the different advantages of a water bath and a pressure cooker again?
Explain the difference between the two. How they cook, that's what that person want to know. Mm-hmm. Okay. This here water bath, come over here, Shirley. As you can see, like I said, I turned that one over because it's just one jar in there. They normally be sitting up. But when this water start boiling, it gonna roll. It be moving, rolling over the water with the heat, rolling over that's inside of there, canning it and sealing it. The water itself, the heat and the water is doing that. Over here in this here, this is not it, but it's like this. This right here is the top of my pressure canner, but this is the bottom of my stock pot. But anyway, in the pressure canner, what happens, what I was saying was, at our particular sea level, it's a 10 amount of pressure that they said we have to use to make sure the vegetables are canned properly. So I had it on a 10, and what happened when I put it on a 10, once it reaches a certain temperature, you don't have about this much water in there. So they're sitting in about that much water. So there's no way they're going to be covered and rolling like this over here. So what happens is when they get about a 10 amount of pressure, the steam itself comes up, and the steam make pressure inside the pot, and the steam is real hot. So this pot right here is cooking from steam and pressure. This pot right here is cooking because it's bathed in water and heat. Steam and pressure, heat and water. That's the difference in what's going on as for the cooking process. If you don't understand, it says tell me, explain it a little further. Break it down a little further for me. But that's the difference in the two. And like I told y'all, y'all live at different levels of sea level. Make sure you check with your county extension. Or you can actually go on the internet and just say, I live in wherever you live. And say, what is the correct amount of pressure to pressure can and where I live. And they will tell you. The internet, it will just come out there. It'll tell you, you need that. Or the county extension office, they always tell you that too, but that will tell you. Now this right here, the water bath, like I said, it's for cooking like jams and jellies and preserves. It also, you can cook tomatoes in there. And the reason you can cook tomatoes in there because of the acid content. And also you can do pickles and all that in there. And that also because of the acid content that's in that vinegar. Now the other vegetables, they all over here. They got to be pressure canned. Now some people can say they can do them like in the water bath. But like I said, the Food and Drug Administration, they don't recommend that you do it like that because they said they don't get hot enough to kill the bacteria that may be inside of that jar, and you could get botulism. And even though the food might taste fine, it don't appear to be spoiled, but you could get food poisoning from it.
Someone said, does the food has a longer shelf life in the pressure canner?
They have the same shelf life. They still recommend 12 months. 12 to 18 months, that's what they say. Most people say, they say 12. But like I said, it actually goes more than 12. Now, anything with sugar, like those jams and jellies and stuff, okay, they last a long time. Because some people used to have them a long time ago till they would actually crystallize in the jars. The sugar would crystallize in the jars. And one lady asked me, when I was on here Saturday, could you can butter? And I sat over there and just laughed. And I said, I ain't never heard. I said, why would you crystallize butter? I said, because butter's in a solid state within the refrigerator. Yeah, I go on the internet today, and this here black lady on the garden show, she was canning up, went and had bought about 20 boxes of butter to count with 4 in it. And what she does is that she put it in a big stock pot and she melts it down and she put it in quart jars. And she cans that butter. I didn't look at the whole video, but I'm going to look at it tonight while I'm sitting on the sofa. And that butter will last up to 5 years. She said it lasts up to 5 years in those jars. So she keeps it and she cans it up for 5 years. And she put it like on the shelf in a cool place. And so she got like quart jars of butter. So she don't have to buy butter. She just open a jar and she have that butter there. But she melted it down and then she put it in those jars. And like I said, I didn't get a chance to see. But I thought, I had never heard of that when whoever it was asked, can you can butter? Yeah, you can can some butter. And I said, I'm going to can me some butter because I always buy extra when it be on sale because I love to cook with butter. And I just had to keep it in the refrigerator. And now I know I don't have to keep it in the refrigerator. I can put it in my jar. So I was glad to see that. I said, that's what she was talking about. Anybody write anything else? Think of anything else, y'all? So now you can butter. She said that you could look on the Food and Drug Administration. It wasn't going to be anywhere on there. So, but people been canning butter forever. And she said that wherever she lived, you could even buy it in the store, the butter. And I'm letting this here cool because I don't want to put it in the refrigerator while it's still hot. But y'all can see how pretty that is. You see that cinnamon stick in there? And like I said, Saturday evening, I'm going to take the names and look at it because I had 2 people that donated on PayPal and the others did on Cash App. So I'm going to take all those names and I'm going to bless the names and we're going to put them inside a jar and I'm going to let my grandson Brandon pull one name and I'm going to let my grandson Princeton pull the other name and then I'm going to get on my site and I'm going to tell who the lucky winners are.
Someone said they live in Georgia too, and you're a great influencer.
Where you live at in Georgia?
And somebody else said, what other kinds of fruits can be pickled?
Pickle or just...
Pickled.
Well, I never thought for its fruit. I never seen it. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to think. You can, I'm pretty sure you probably, those pickled peaches, you probably can do some kind of like apple-like rings, because I seen the apple-like rings in Georgia because around Thanksgiving. But I never seen, my mama and them never can those, so I'm going to look that up. Look that up. Well, I'm going to look it up and you look it up too, because that's something to think about. Anytime somebody asks me something again and I don't know, I'm getting on that thing. After that butter, I'm getting on there and I'm looking it up because I need to know. I want to know. Yeah, I want to know. I asked that young lady, what, she said she live in Georgia. Where you live at in Georgia? What city do you live at in Georgia? And I can't wait, y'all, playing that fall garden. I went down there to my garden this morning and pulled up all the squash plants. I pulled all of those up and pulled them to the side. I'm going to put them in my compost pile. And then I'm going to get my tiller. I got a Troy bed tiller. Like I said, I bought me one that I can pull the string myself. So I'm going to ply that up and ply the mulch that I had around the squash back down in there. And then I'm going to plant that area right there with some peas. So I'm going to let y'all see that right there too. And y'all don't worry about no donations and nothing and all that right there. I just wanted to get me a pressure cooker.
Someone said, have you tried or experimented with pickled watermelon rings or jam?
I hadn't tried that, but my husband, now since I started canning so much this year, he come home with he said he looking on YouTube while he at work. He wanted me to see that, but he wanted to try me to do some watermelon rinds. So I know I'm gonna have to do some watermelon rinds for him because he already asking about that. He already asked. And my son, he wants some pickled dill pickles, but like I said, I like sweet pickles. I always like sweet pickles. And so I'm gonna do not no much, just a little bit of sweet for me, because it's just me eating sweet here. Everybody else eat dill, and do some dills for them. And I'm gonna do the like I said, those different peppers. And I'm also gonna do some pepper sauce. I saved a lot of like bottles. I saved all my hot sauce bottles, and I washed them off and take this off. And I always put like peppers in them, and I fill it up with vinegar. And we make what down here. I don't know whether y'all do it up there, but down in Georgia, everybody know what pepper sauce is. And you put, this normally sits on the table just like black pepper and salt. It's a staple. And you put it on your foods like, you know, turnip greens, collard greens, black-eyed peas, or whatever. So I'm going to be doing some of those too.
Somebody said they would love to see it.
Well, y'all going to see it. You know you're going to see it. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you everything. Y'all going to see it all. Y'all going to see it all. And like I said, I didn't want to be a burden to nobody. I wanted 2 pressure cookers because I know when the wintertime comes, it's going to be meat. And my husband and them, they be like doing deer and stuff. So I wanted you all to be able to see me do some venison. So I wanted 2 so I could like have, for instance, some chicken and something in one going on. And let y'all see that, knowing that one going, because that particular meat going to cook in 90 minutes. And I got the other one over here that might be cooking at 120 minutes. So that's why I wanted 2. I want to be able to present it all to y'all. And now I can do that. We got about 5 more minutes, y'all. Whoever the special person is, your special treat is over in there. And when you're sucking on that peach, you got, like I said, they big, so you're going to have to bite on this. But when you eating that thing, you make sure you remember the garden lady down here from her piece of heaven sent that to you. Like I said, I'm going to wrap it up real good in some bubble wrap so it won't crack. I'm going to have it packed real well, tight in that little box.
Somebody said, do you have a good cha-cha recipe?
No, I don't have it. No, I can't tell you what it is, but I do have a good one. And so when I talk to y'all again, I'll tell you what the good one is. But I love cha-cha, black eyed peas. Oh, y'all like it with greens. I like it with everything. Yeah, I like cha-cha. I like all my foods a little spicy. And let me show. Come over here, dog. You know, we grow, like I said, I like lots and lots. Come over here. I like lots and lots of cayenne pepper. And I dry this out. I dry it because my mama always did it. We dried it out. A long time ago, they would dry it out because when they kill hogs, they would take some and crunch it up and they would put it in their sausage when they make the sausage from the hog gut. But this right here is what I do when I cook like some greens. I'm cooking some meat. I just come over here and pull me off a few of these right here. It's strung up on here with a needle and thread. And I pull me some of that off and I just put it in my food and it gives it flavor. It gives it some heat and all that. So we always got pepper hanging up everywhere. Just pepper, and it's pretty. See how pretty that is.
Somebody said when you were younger, did you help a lot around the kitchen and garden?
When I was little, I helped around more outside. I wasn't really in the kitchen. I would bring the store wood from outside. When I say stove, Mama had a wooden stove when I was little. So we had to bring in wood from out the side to put in the stove so she could cook the food. So that was my job, to go out to the wood pile and get that wood and carry it in the house. Make sure, because you had to keep that stove at a certain temperature. So you had to make sure that wood was in there. So the children would be stuffing the wood in there while she over there cooking with sweat dripping off her nose. But she was cooking. So I was mostly outside. I was helping in the garden and stuff when she was out there. I was more an outdoor person. They ain't stopping either. So that's what I was doing. But I want y'all to know I posted my mama's picture. I think I posted it yesterday. And y'all can see her. She got that spirit. She got that spirit. And when I'm down in that garden, it's like Mama down there with me. She's down there with me to the point where when I sit down there in her chair, I'll be like, okay, Mama, I got tired, so I'm going to sit down over in the chair while I'm going to rest. And I just laugh and I'm talking to her because she's down with me in my heart. So that's what's going on with me in my world right now. So right now, we're going to take the jar up. It ought to be ready. I'm going to check it and make sure it's sealed. But I have really enjoyed y'all. I'm going to sleep good tonight because I done got to visit with y'all. My favorite people. Some people who like what I like. It was always me in the crowd with somebody like, girl, I said, I'm going to go and dig in my garden. Girl, you crazy. Nobody never, no girls, like no girlfriends, no lady friends, nobody never actually said they dug in the dirt. They all go in the house and they stay in the house with their nails done and the air conditioning and all that. And they don't even go outside. So it wasn't no conversation that I could have about that with nobody. Nobody understood the joy of being out there in that garden.
Somebody said, how do you manage snakes in the yard? Do you have a secret not to harm them but deter them?
I'm not afraid of snakes to the point where, you know, I have a lot of them come out there because I got chickens, and I go out there to get my egg and open the door up, and there the snake sitting over there in the thing, and I'm like, what the world are you doing? And I'm not afraid of him, so I just get him and take him further, like down further to the edge of the property. So I'm hoping he go another way, but he probably coming back up there because he know those eggs up there. But I don't know no snake deterrent. I never really been afraid of them, so I never even looked for nothing to keep them away. I'm running behind the devil. Let me see. I need to get something where I can scoop that up. Next squash done. Y'all, I cooked some, my husband wanted some oxtails, so I cooked oxtails tonight. He wanted oxtails and rice and gravy. So that's what he got. Bring it over here. So over here, he got a pot of oxtails. He just wanted it cooked and the gravy, so that's what he got. He think he up there in hog heaven, y'all. So we got it did.
Someone said, how do you take them out? What so you use?
How what?
Someone said, how do you take those out?
I take it, you mean how do I lift it out like that? That's what she's saying. Like I told, if you knew, I told you the best place to go. I heard somebody say they got them at Walmart, but get you one of these sets. Make sure you get one of these sets. And that right there is this. And then this right here is this thing right here. And what this does is that when this is down in the hot water in the water bath, it got a magnet on it, and you got to stick your hand down in there. They didn't have that when Mama was canning, but it'll pick it up, and you ain't got to stick your hand down in that water. So that right there is great. So get you one of these. Like I said, I had several, but this one made by Ball. This particular one is the best I find so far. But this is what I pick it up with. So I'm going to pick it up and take it up out of here. And it's sealed. Sealed. I can tell it's sealed because the top has sunk down. But y'all see how pretty that is? That is beautiful. Beautiful. And you hold it tight. And you go over here. And I don't like to sit mine on nothing hard. I just like to sit them on something soft. But this right here, like I said, if it wasn't sealed, it'll go poop, poop, poop. When I punch it, it'll go boom.
Oh no, somebody had said how you take the snakes out the garden. That's what he meant to say.
How do I take them out of the garden?
Mm.
Like I said, I'm not afraid of them, so I just take them out. He want to take them out and not harm them. Isn't that what he's saying? So you just take them out. Especially, you need to know, you need to learn your snakes and make sure you know. Because most of the snakes that we see, they're not harmful to us. We're afraid of them, but they're not harmful to us. They're really beneficial to our environment, but we just afraid of them because we've been taught to be afraid of snakes. So most people, whatever snake they see, they're going to kill it. But like you said, it's be a way to take it away to another area so that it can live also. So, like I said, I will go ahead and catch the thing because I know with a glove, I know it can bite me, but I know it can't kill me because it's not poison. So I catch it. Now with a poisonous snake, I'm not gonna catch it, and I'm not gonna let it get away if I can let it get away because I'm afraid it might come back and might bite me or one of my kids. So with a poisonous snake, I will have to. If I can't, first I'll try to call the food. What is the game people that come, the game warden people that come and see. Sometimes they'll come up to your house and they'll pick up those animals and they put them in the cages or whatever container they need to be in, and they take them back out and let them in their wild environment they can survive in. They will come. You can call them to come and pick up that also. Pick up it. So sometimes I try to call, and most times they'll say they can't come, and because I'm afraid to let that particular snake go because I don't know whether it's coming back, and I know it's a poisonous snake. Because down here where I live, we have the cottonmouth moccasin, we have the copperhead, cottonmouth and copperhead. Yeah, we have those, mostly those. And we have some rattlesnakes also. So we got some snakes around here that will kill you. Then we got some snakes around here that are not poisonous. There's a rat snake that looks like it's a poisonous snake, but it's not. So you got to know the shape of the head, the shape of the tail, the way the scales are on the tail will tell you whether that's a poisonous snake or not, because they look very, very similar. The coral snake and another snake look very, very similar. One's poison and one's not. So the things that could harm you, you need to know which one is what. So it'll be a good idea if you go on the site and just look at that, especially if you're going to be out there in that garden. But like I said, now we're going to look at this. Y'all see how pretty it is? See that liquid? That is so good. See, look at that cinnamon. That cinnamon is standing there, standing tall. And then that's a little clove. So this is what coming to two people will pull their names. Okay? So now we finished doing that, and I showed y'all how to, like I said, see it's down. I told y'all how to can my pickled peaches. And you can go on that site and get Nana's Southern Pickled Peach recipe. And like I said, I did it a half, but you can do it for a whole. If you want to make more, it'll tell you how much you're gonna make, how many quarts it's gonna make. You can do it in quart jars or paint jars. But if you're gonna do it in just a regular jar, this is a regular quart. Got a regular mouth. You see the difference in the size of the mouth there. You make sure you get a peach about that big around so it can go down in that jar, because those peaches right there, they wouldn't go down into the jar. That's why I had to go over to a wide mouth jar. I would prefer the small peach, because like I said, I like to be able to put the entire peach inside my mouth and just, after I bite off it, and just suck on it. Now I gotta bite a lot of this off before I can get it in my mouth and suck on it, so I got that because I wanted to show you all. But get the smaller peach in this jar, and then they say also you can do them in the paint size jars. You want to do paint size jars, and the paint size got the same lid as that, so you can do either one of those. So that's it, y'all. Y'all done had the evening with the garden lady. I done enjoyed it. I'm gonna sleep well because I know I done talked to my people. Y'all my people. I done talked to y'all this evening. Done touched bases. We done touched the spirit. Our spirits combined with the soul. So we done touched each other this evening. And I want y'all to know, like I said, once again, I appreciate y'all. And make sure y'all like and share and subscribe to my YouTube page. And look at all the things that I got there on Facebook. And do more than like it when you say it. Make a comment, because I like to read. And I read the comments. I read them. And I try to answer a lot of them, but I begin so many, so I go back through there. And sometimes I answer them later. But when y'all look, I don't know if y'all can tell from y'all side that I've answered your comment. Read the comment. If I send y'all a message, sometimes I'll send somebody a message, I'll be so touched by what they say. Read it, because I'm sending you something. Sometimes I'm sending you some information that can help you do some things. I'm sending you something. I'm touching, reaching out to you. So just send me some comments. Just like I said, they don't just say something so I can talk to you. So I want to tell y'all good night. I appreciate y'all stopping by, and I hope y'all learned something. Like I said, we're going to do that raffle Saturday evening. I say probably about 8 o'clock. It ain't going to take nothing, but I'm just going to come live and let one of the kids, I'm going to let him pull a name out of the jar and let the other one pull, and then we'll be through and y'all can go. I'm not going to hold you. So y'all have a good night. Be blessed. This is the garden lady coming from her kitchen. A little piece of heaven. Y'all keep a prayer on your lips. Good night, y'all.